We've got Hill. Morant is out there with Derrick Rose. Then it's Williams. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Atlanta, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Here's Young, following the basket by Ja Morant. Young passes to Johnson. The kick out to Young. A three-pointer off the mark. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 4-point game. Here's Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And Porzingis is a huge presence. Sometimes the defense has no choice but to foul.
Irving's checked in for Rose. From the high post. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Morant's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, there's a little old school from Porzingis, using that mid-range.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Young with the ball. To Porzingis. Good defense by Wembanyama. Irving kicks to Morant. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, normally Morant is scoring off the dribble. It's good to see him being effective off the ball.
Here's Reza Shea. Young, a screen on Williams. And it's Reza Shea missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Hawks making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Daniels. Johnson outside. That's the free fly. The offensive rebound. Young outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. Atlanta again missing. Rose looking around. Wallace. Hill kicks to Rose. Into the lane. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Atlanta trails by 8. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Rose can't hit.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using his body to disrupt the shot and then get control of the loose ball.
Young, no good. And it's Rose penetrating, and the dunk by Rose.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Daniels. Morant against Young. He gets that one. Morant's got 13.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Atlanta trails by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions
Right now, they need a basket.
Outside, Porzingis. The kick out to Young. Just 3 to shoot from deep. Johnson, and it's sent back by Hill. Harden outside. Hill passes to Harden. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Young outside. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Will it go? Here's Porzingis, and it's sent back by Walsh. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Leading by 14. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Luke Kennard out there with Newell. Then it's Okongwu. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Buffkin in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Atlanta trails by 12. Shoots a 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Here's Rose. Takes it off the glass. Rose has got his second basket of the game.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor, excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. They set the pick. Alexander Walker passes to Kennard. Alexander Walker on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Look, he wasn't going to miss that opportunity. He saw the open man and took advantage.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Williams. Now Rizachet still without a basket. Here's Okongwu. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Well, the defense has to know Okongwu isn't going to back off. He's ready to get physical inside.
Oh, the free throw line's a great way to see how confident a player's feeling.
Johnson, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. Here's Rose. Here he goes. And finished off by Rose.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Back to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Rose. Young pass to Okongwu. Can't connect from short range. Confident play we're seeing out of him.
And the scoreboard tells the story.
Young against Rose.
Oh, wow! What a dunk!
And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it down.
And here's Young. Outside Daniel. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Here's Young. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
People say don't take those mid-range shots. Let me tell you, if Trae Young is shooting them, I'm okay with that.
And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
.115 left to play here in the half. Over to the left wing. Pass to Okongwu and taken away by Wallace. Here's Rose. Now Hill. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Hill able to stretch the floor, making it tough on defenses to guard it.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Atlanta. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Hawks shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Atlanta trails by 16. Morant with the steal. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Daniel. Out to the wing. Left side, Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Young from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Young's got 6.
The crisp mechanics of Young on display there. A guy who has his shot down cold.
Morant. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Tries the spin move. A nice shot by Young. 8 points for him.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Morant is out there with Rose. That's Hill. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Atlanta trails by 17. Outside Daniel. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Hill. And then Johnson with the dunk.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
Well, you can't be too aggressive defensively because the refs will call stuff like this.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Pass to Rizachet. To the paint. Porzingis kicks to Daniels. Johnson, that's for 2. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Trae Young grabs the miss.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. To stand both the 23 and 24 first overall picks coming from France. Rizachet, the top selection by Atlanta in 24.
Look, and I thought Rizachet just got better as his rookie year went on, and he's going to continue to improve from year to year. This guy can shoot the ball, he can defend, and he really improved his passing as the year went on.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Rizachet wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rizachet's got his first 3 points of the game. Up top, Morant, defended by Young. Back to SGA. Pass to Rodman. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Atlanta trails by 16. Rizachet with it. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And SGA gets it to go on the assist by Edgecombe.
And he knew the contact was coming. How about that by SGA to take the hit and finish?
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the in the air and down hard. Woo!
Oh, stop.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Now, here is Young.
2 minutes.
He's got 8. Right side, Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Young with no one around. No good on the triple. Young's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Right wing. Here's Edgecombe. And the layup is good.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Morant passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wembanyama. Misses off the right iron. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Daniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
High post shot. Left side, SGA. Morant finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Morant. Buries it from three-point range. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing.
Down low. Edgecombe with the steal. Floats it up there for Morant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, well, look, no matter how high you throw that pass, Morant's going to go up and get it.
Here's Ricochet. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The 10-footer. Rodman with the block. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Well, you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
And here's Young from the arc. No good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here is Rose. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Young. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Newell. And it's Okongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Young outside. Fires top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot. Young's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Atlanta. Rose with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
And he's good on the second. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Newell. Over Bosch. And he overshot that one, missing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Kennard against Rose. Taken away by Williams. Now here's Wallace. Back to Williams. Here's Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
Well, that's a couple of tough points right there. That was a battle inside.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Young outside. In the corner. Kennard with it. Knocks down the 3-ball. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, he's maybe the last guy you want to give up the corner to. Kennard is lethal from deep.
And it's Rose missing. Atlanta with the ball. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Well, you could see as that was unfolding, he raced down the court and got great position to take advantage of the transition opportunity.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Bosch grabs the miss. Alexander Walker's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. There's Rose with the 3. The shot will not fall.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Rose attacking. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. Here's Alexander Walker. Young outside. Back to Alexander Walker. 4 on the clock. Okongwu kicks to Kennard. Off target from three-point range. Kennard's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Rose. Right through the D for the layup. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Zinkus, he's checked in for Okongwu. Jalen Johnson comes in for Newell. Zachary Rizachet's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Daniels subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Here's Porzingis. Nice defense from Wallace. Porzingis has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor.
Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
And the first one at the line is good. Rose is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Daniels. Off target from outside. Knocks it loose. Wallace kicks to Bosch. Pass to Irving. Back to Bosch. Over in the corner, Rose. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And Rose throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ja Morant.